Alright, so this is every single level 3 fight in Training Cave, so long as they don't change it how it is on JP. So, for this, of course I'm doing on JP, I'm recording like first, right, before it comes out on Global, and it will come out on Global in a second. This will be uploaded as soon as it comes out. I am going to beat all the level 3 fights, and I'll be only using units that are currently on Global. I will not be using units that are on JP, but be of note, lots of units are level 80, while the current cap on Global is level 75, but by then they could drop to level 80 cap before this video comes out. Also be of note, these are only level 3 fights, and the reason for it is because level 1 and 2 fights, I don't know much how to beat them. Like, I've only really beat level 3 fights. And this activity, Training Cave, is a very end game activity. If you cannot beat all the level 3 fights right now, don't worry. Like, it took me months, and I mean months, to be able to beat all of them. But also know that every single one of these has a little bit of a cheese to it. So, yeah. Every single fight, and I'll put all of the timestamps in the description, so if you just want a specific fight, you can go for it. I will also be putting these in order of color. So yeah, if you don't know, I do have this video that's recommended right there in the left. It will be popping up the link on the top right, which is kind of explaining explaining how the rewards and stuff work and stuff like that. This one will be just beating the fights. So yeah, if you want more info, that video is more focused on that. If I was to talk more about info, this video will be way too long. This video will be long as it is. So yeah, wish me luck, because I don't know what teams I'm going to bring, because I'll be only using global units, and I use a lot of the JP units. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'll put this before any of the fights. Gold fights are your characters. So whenever you fill this gauge, and upon beating 3 level 3 fights, so you'll fill this gauge right here, you can fight a gold fight. And that fight will be one of the 3 teams you use to fill the gauge. In my case right here, who will it be? It will be this one right here. So, which is the first fight. You'll see the first battle right there. So you just check whatever team it is, and if it's a full red team or a full green team, you just use the type that you have better against it, right? And try to use AoE units. These are usually not very difficult, especially if you are optimizing your teams and you don't like just use like 4 super strong units in one team because you just really want to beat that fight. Like, as you can see right with this team, there's only one really strong unit right here, and you know, all the other ones are okay. So I just optimize my fight like that. And the rewards are the things that make UR gear, the purple gems, hammers, and those. If UR gear doesn't come out on global with Training Cave, this might be something else, but as it is, it's the stuff that makes UR gear. So yeah, now to the fights. Oh yeah, another thing, just because I beat a fight in a specific way does not mean that you need to use those units to beat that fight. It's just how I beat it, and you can beat it in any way you want. This is just how I've been doing it. So this is the frog, the big frog, and you can use whatever food you want. For this, I will not be using any food just because. You can use whatever food you want. HP, attack, a specific one I'll tell you, you should be using old food, and another one should be using HP food, but if I don't mention it, you can use whatever food you want. So, starting with the frog, this fight, he gains health upon a debuff being taken off him. So I use Red DM Meliodas, and the reason for it is because his debuff lasts for a long time, and I go for his ultimate. Now, I also use Gil Thunder because his single target actually does a little bit of damage, so I go for actually going for Gil Thunder's thing. Dojito is here just because he is filler. He is the filler of my team. He could be anyone else. The only ones doing something here are DM Meliodas and Gil Thunder. Gil Thunder is going to be tanking the hits, and Meliodas will be, you know, doing the damage. I go for Meliodas' ultimate, and upon getting Meliodas' ultimate, that's another story, you know? So, I'm going to be getting Gil Thunder's ultimate. Another thing is, Gil Thunder, when he gets the full ultimate gauge, he becomes super tanky. So he will not be taking much damage. Like I said, he does, upon, you know, a debuff going off of him, I got very unlucky. I didn't get any Meliodas cards. Like I said, he's not taking any damage at all. He's level 60 as well. Like I said, that's when he heals, and I would prefer if I could kill him before that happening. But the game didn't give me any Meliodas cards, which is unfortunate. But I could, yeah, I could just kill him beforehand, just with Gale Thunder. But what I go for is getting Milius's ultimate. I go for getting Milius's ultimate and just one-shotting him. That's what I generally go for. Actually, I don't use Dojito. On my team, I use Red Melascula. Like I said, Gale Thunder is just tanking. I actually use Red Melascula, but she's not on global, so... so I was just like, you know, wait. Real quick, there is a card from Dojito that removes debuffs, and before I use that and completely heal him, let me check what it is. Good thing I checked, because if I had used, he would have fully healed. Okay, yeah, like I said, Dojito was here just to fill up space. It could have been anyone else. It could have been the Jericho I used in the back, actually. It generally could have been the Jericho I used in the back. So this is how I beat the frog. Now for the next green fight is this guy, and he is an interesting fella. I use Helbram. Helbram is my main unit right here in the scene, and I just petrify him and take off his ultimate gauge, and that's how I beat him. If I'm not mistaken, you can't freeze him, but you can petrify him. So yeah, whenever I can petrify him, I do. If you want to bring Gopher to this, actually, if you want to bring Gopher, yes, do that. I save my Gopher for the. Actually, damn, I should be bringing Gopher. But yeah, I use Bon and him, because this guy's ultimate hits pretty hard, so I just kind of focus on taking his ultimate gauge off. So let me go first with this. I've never tried this red DN here, so I don't know if she actually attacks you. Nah, she only. It's fine. It's fine. The main unit, like I said, is Helbram. He's the one doing everything. And I go for Bon's ultimate as well. That's my other strategy. I don't care. If DN is the filler that's taking damage, is fine. I do have Grimoire in the back, as you saw. He's also filler. In case DN dies, which she might, Grimoire comes in and he's going to be the next target. Alright, so let me do this, and this, and I'm going to get Bon's ultimate next turn. And I can also take off his ultimate gauge next turn as well. And if you keep just taking off his ult gauge, he's only going to have two attacks. Because that's how it works, you know. If you're playing against CPU and they have an ultimate, if you just remove one of their ultimate gauges, they, instead of having 3 attacks, they only have 2, because then he just loses the ultimate gauge card, right? So boom, take off his ultimate gauge, and actually even better, ult and petrify, because again, like he can't be petrified. Yeah, if you want to bring Gopher into this and just keep petrifying him, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. So yeah, he's petrified, and then I'm gonna get Helbram's ultimate next turn. And just pop off, just kill him. Again, make sure, take off his ult gauge, just so he doesn't pop off on you. And that's it. Cool. Now for our last green fight, and this is probably the easiest fight in the whole training cave. I don't know what they're thinking, but yeah, Red Slater is the guy. All the other 3 units you see right here, they're just filler. Red Slater, he solos the fight. I genuinely could just bring him. Not because I don't want to take too long, but he genuinely solos the whole fight, because his card completely nullifies her from doing anything. And I also brought Vivian. That's her name, right? I think so. She also nullifies ultimate, so Slater's card nullifies these attacks, all of them. So boop, and now she can't do anything. And then I'm just gonna attack. And then whenever she gets an ultimate, and that lasts for 2 turns, right? Whenever she gets an ultimate, I can seal the ultimate with Vivian. Now, I could just do it with Slater, really, I could. But I just brought her just because. As you can see, she couldn't do anything, so let me nullify her ultimate as well. Let me nullify her ultimate. Actually, let me do this, so I get Twiggle's ult. Oh, I don't get Twiggle. I'm stupid. Still gonna nullify her ultimate, just so she can't do anything. And then if I don't get a purple card with him next turn, with Slater, it's fine. Should have attacked with Slater, he does much more damage than Twiggle, but it's fine. And I got a purple card, so you don't attack. And then next turn I get Slater's ultimate and it's done. It's just bullying at this point. It really just is. Like, she can't do anything. She physically cannot attack. It's just bullying. And then the Slater ultimate, which you should have him 6/6 because he's an SR. He just one-shot her. He could be 60 and he could be fine, but I do recommend. Oh, never mind, because my level 86 6 out of 6 didn't kill, but it's okay. You should have him 6/6, I do recommend actually leveling him up. He's a fantastic SR, so you should level him up anyways, but yeah. Next fight. Alright, starting the blue fights, and this is the dragon, and this is the team that I'm bringing. His whole gimmick is that he has, what's it called, a weak point on his card, so whenever an ally or one of your cards has a debuff, and he will debuff you, he will do extra damage. If I have a preference for food, I recommend either defense or resistance food, and I'll explain why as we go. So the reason why I bring Gilthunder and Merlin is because I boost with Gilthunder and use Merlin's shield, because his first hit is the one that debuffs you, and then his second hit is the one that does a lot of damage. But if he doesn't break the shield and debuff you, his second hit doesn't do any damage. So that's pretty much why. In my regular team, I use Estarossa, which cannot be debuffed at all, so he kind of completely shafts this fight. But I'm bringing King. So it's whatever. King is going to be doing damage, but either Gilthunder or Merlin can also be the one damage dealing, so it's fine. So he's going to attack, he's going to try to debuff. Oh, he actually managed to break it! Never mind. When it's like... I guess Gilthunder, he can break it. When I do the fight with Estarossa, he doesn't break it. But yeah, here's another reason why Merlin's so good. I actually am able to just take off his ultimate gauge. And I'm gonna get both ults for Merlin and Gilthunder over here, because just getting their ults and just killing him as fast as possible. Merlin is the big key. Taking off the ult gauge is also very important. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Because he is gonna kill Gilthunder now. I can get a Merlin card, it's fine. It's fine. With Estarossa, this fight is completely nullified because he can't be debuffed. It's actually pathetic. It's actually so pathetic for this guy. Alright. So here's what we're doing. Poop, poop, poop. Crit? Nope. Yeah. Could have got better cards for Green King. If I was able to like build Green King's passive earlier on, I could have maybe done more damage with him. That would have been so much better. But man, it was an okay run. I can show bad runs, okay? Especially because I can't do other runs. They don't let you. So yeah. Now this is the Demon Hendrickson fight, and the way I beat it is Jericho, Freezy Boy, Helbram, and Elihawk. But there is a very unorthodox way of beating it with counter Meliodas. You can solo it with counter Meliodas, and that's how I'm going to beat it. Just because I know that you should use the least units possible in specific fights, because you want to maybe, I don't know, use Jericho in another fight. And that's why I'm going to be beating with counter Meliodas. I'm going to pause the recording and then come back with only counter Meliodas and beat it like that. And it will take me a few attempts maybe, but it's just because I want to show like maybe like the most optimal way of beating it. But just so you know, that's how I beat it, and it is with 4 global units. Pretty much I just go for Jericho's ultimate and just nuke him. That's how I do it. But because, you know, maybe you want to use Jericho in another fight, I'm going to be using only counter melee. So let me change my team. I did say like beating it with only counter melee, but you can also bring some filler, and I recommend bringing some filler, because you want the filler to tank the single targets. You might have noticed by my health bar that I did actually lose a few times. This requires RNG. You know, my regular run with Jericho, I can do it like first try, no problem. But with the counter melee, it requires a bit of RNG, so I can get very screwed over, especially if I don't get a counter card. Like right here, Diane will die, especially if he single targets again. Oh, she didn't die. Okay, good. That's actually better. Okay, so let me do this, and this. I forgot, this shit exit? Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. I just want them to tank the single targets for now. And then next turn, I will use a counter with Meliodas. Alright, so he will be tanking the ultimate, which is actually perfect. And then I'll be using Meliodas' ultimate, counter, I mean. And he'll take the ultimate, and Meliodas will take the single target, which does a lot of damage. His single target, especially if he crits, he does a lot of damage. That's why the filler. That's why I have some characters to take damage. Ixa! He did like a bunch of damage. He didn't even take that much. That's why I just didn't one-shot him. but that's pretty much how it goes. You want counter melee. This takes a few tries. Like I said, it took me 3 tries. 3 tries. And might be worth bringing the Jericho one that I showed and just nuke him, but yeah, this one also works and it requires less good units. So yeah. Alright, so this is for the last blue fight against this guy right here, and the main composure of the team is Ascanor. The other ones are filler, but Elizabeth is actually pretty good. So yeah, my real strategy, I do use 2 units that aren't on global, so I had to come up with, you know, Elizabeth and Death Pierce for this. But yeah, so long as you can beat the CC, that's what matters. And Ascanor, he has really high CC, so your other units really shouldn't matter as much, and if you use HP, food and stuff, you should be fine. So you're just going for Ascanor's ultimate. With this strategy right here, he's just going for Ascanor's ultimate. I don't know if Elizabeth can actually survive the first turn. If she can, Pog, because then I can heal, but if she can't, it's fine. He's just going for Ascanor's ultimate. I actually could have actually got him. I'm stupid if I moved the card, but it's alright. That's it. This is the whole strategy. Ascanor is just way too good. So my real strategy, I use oh, actually, because I'm like, yeah, I could have used Elioni here. I used him previously, but if you want to use Elioni here to tank those hits, that's also pretty good. So long as he doesn't attack Ascanor, that's all that matters. You could either use Elioni on the team to tank the first initial hits, use his taunt card, or if by then Green DN comes out, which is the unit I use, you can use her. Green, he's gonna kill before the ultimate, but you go for Ascanor's ultimate. That's the whole strategy. If you can use Green DN, by the time, you know, maybe you're watching this, she's already in the game. She and Ascanor is much better because if you use her blue card, she doesn't really take that much damage, and you can just stall to get Ascanor's ultimate. So yeah. So starting the reds, and this is the guy that's the biggest pain in the ass in the whole training cave. This giant guy is annoying to say the least. I recommend using Marmos in the back for 30% extra HP and using HP food. That's how much of a pain he is. His gimmick is that when you ult him, he fully heals. If you don't kill him and you ult him, right? If you don't kill him with the ultimate, he fully heals. Or at least he heals a big portion of it. I don't recall. But the thing is you can't heal him. And also, he has a card that increases the damage he does to you. But Gallon, which is the unit I'm using, that's why I recommend using him, doesn't allow that card. So my team on JP uses 2 JP only units. Blue Lilia, by the time that I'm recording this, Blue Lilia is not in the game, maybe she is by the time I'm pulling, I don't know. Blue Lilia and Blue Jericho. They are not on global. So I can't really use them. But it's alright. I think I can do this without a healer and counter Meliodas. Now, this turn he only attacks once, so I didn't use the counter. But yeah, Meliodas can do some pretty solid damage if the enemy has a debuff, and of course, a Gallant does a debuff. So yeah, as you can see, he didn't debuff me, but he would have destroyed me with that debuff. So next turn, I'm actually going to use the counter because he's attacking twice, and I will also be doing this to increase my resistance because I think I need that. Oop! He does a lot of damage to you. Like, he just does a lot of damage to you. Oh, actually, perfect. Yeah, he doesn't actually do that. Fudo counter! Meliodas is okay damage. Fudo counter! Meliodas is probably gonna die, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. I'm gonna debuff him just because I want this level 2 attack to do a lot of damage. And then hit him with Gallant. The thing is that if you are going to ult him, don't ult him when you know you're not going to kill him. If you know you are going to kill him, like next turn, I can ult him, no problem. But if you're not like guaranteed to kill him, do not ult him. But if you can trim his health and... Oh wow, I didn't expect him to do that much damage. It's alright though, I still beat him. But if you can, I could have got luckier with cards with Gallant and stuff, but if you can make sure that you just kill him with, just you know, build up an ultimate with either Elihawk or Gallant, and then just destroy him, or even counter Meliodas, as soon as he has like, I don't know, 40% HP or something, you can do it. But yeah, this guy you saw, like this is the only fight I'm gonna be, you know, losing characters because he's, in my opinion, the only difficult fight in the whole thing. The other ones I can use gimmicks and stuff. This one is just a pain. But yeah. Alright, so this is the other red giant, and for this strategy I use the Elizabeth, and this is the fight that I recommend using the ultimate food, and I really think you should. Actually, this one, I recommend you going second. So, if you can go second, please. I physically cannot because my units are way too leveled up. But, oh, actually, if I move Helbram and Merlin. Nope. Very close, but no. Okay, I can't go. I recommend going second. You want him to kill Elizabeth. Slater is your damage boy. So, everyone should have Slater. You don't need him 6-6. I do have him 6-6, but you don't need him 6-6. You can have him 1-6. It's fine. The strategy is you want to ult him, and that's how I beat him. I think without doing this strategy, he is the hardest fight, even harder than the other big giant guy. But I recommend using this strategy. I think it's much better. You want him to kill Elizabeth, and that's it. So Arthur is filler. His ultimate actually hits decently hard, so I'm not too bothered by it. But Arthur is filler. So I will be going for this because this will give me both Arthur and Slater's ultimate right here. And then next turn, he should be killing Elizabeth. And Elizabeth fully heals you and gives you full ultimate gauge. Yeah, and your Elizabeth, you should not have her 6-star. I have her 6-star just because I have every unit in the game 6-star. She should, you know, die easier than mine. But because I have every unit in the game 6-star, I ended up, you know, 6-starring her as well. That's why she tanks so well, and that's why it's taking me, like, I'm almost killing him already with my Slater, but yeah, he's just gonna ult. His ultimate hits actually pretty hard, but because of Elizabeth, I'm gonna fully heal. Yep, and Arthur also got the boost. Like I said, if it wasn't for my Elizabeth tanking the first thing and me going first, you know, I could have got my ultimate much easier. But that's the strategy. You want Elizabeth to die, and then you get the ultimates. I didn't even need the ultimates right here because I got very lucky with cards, but you want to get the ults and then just kill him. But yeah, that's the way I beat this giant. He kills Elizabeth, I ult with Slater, and yeah. The last fight is Helbram, and it's a okay. They're not gonna show you. Okay, you might be a little surprised, but I use Blue Gopher. Now you don't need him 80. I just have him 80 because of a joke. But 60 is completely fine. Even 50 with Mag, it should be completely fine. His only purpose is to seal Helbram in the first turn. And the other units are kind of filler, but you're going for their ults and just kill Helbram. Helbram is not very difficult per se, but his first turn where he pops off on you is really annoying. But if you seal him, he's just not doing anything to you. So I bring also the End and King. These could be actually Blue Bond, if you want to use Blue Bond instead of the End. That's actually pretty good. But I just decided to go with them, so it doesn't make much of a difference. So yeah, seal him with Gopher, and he selects one person randomly to corrodes, and this time he select Gopher. It's fine. He should be going for killing Gopher, and again, that's completely fine. I just sealed his first turn from attacking, so he won't just pop off on me. If you get extra Gopher cards, which I did not, that's even better, but I didn't, so I'm unlucky. I'm getting Dan's ultimate next turn, which is good, but yeah, if you get the, like, if I had got another Gopher card, I would seal him from attacking all these 3 attacks again. So Gopher is really good for this fight, unironically. I know, it's Blue Gopher, but yeah, I know, but unironically, he's really good for this fight. Unfortunately, again, didn't get another card. He can be replaced by any character that seal attack and debuff cards, but just because he does it already, I just use him. Yeah, like I said, if I had got another blue card for him, I could just stop him from attacking at all, and my Blue Gopher would not have died. But unfortunately I didn't. RNG didn't bless me right there, but it's okay. Got the End's ultimate, and I'm just gonna pop off on him. Actually, Pog, because I'm gonna do this. And then do a level 3 just in case he doesn't die. Yeah, that's the strategy. Somehow Blue Gopher is useful. I know. That's it. That's the last fight. Again, any of the filler characters you can replace with other characters, even Rs or SRs. They are just filler, just for CP, right? But the main characters, if you know, I know the fight for me isn't done, but for the video it is. For the main characters of each specific team, you can maybe select someone else that does the same job but similar, you know? And that's my strategy. You can use all these strategies. Other YouTubers are going to make videos and you can use their strategy as well. That's just how I beat it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and hope it helped a lot of you.